Hey there, my name is John Armstrong. I'm a solution engineer here at Nintex. Today I've got for you just a quick example here of something that's come up a few times over the years, I guess we'll call it, of Nintex RPA interacting with websites that are similar to things like eBay, Zillow, Walmart, Amazon, kind of um, consumer facing, kind of retail oriented type websites. The real hurdle to get around with automating and scraping those websites is really, you know, those companies really don't want you to do that. So things aren't really set up in a way like a business application would be set up. If you think about something like let's say Salesforce, right, or any CRM. There's explicit fields, there's labels, there's text boxes, there's things that make it more or less a database compared to consumer-facing sites, which really their goal is just to kind of look nice. So with Nintex RPA, in this example here specifically, I'm working against Zillow. To just pull out to do a search, pull out some information, format it nicely, and then output it as a CSV file, as a formatted CSV file to call, like the address, the number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, square footage, etc., etc. So I'll just click play here, and we can kind of watch it go along, but and I'll narrate and explain things as it goes through. Essentially, of course, the first thing is opening Zillow. In this case here, I just have a simple list with 3 zip codes that I want to do the search on. Of course, this could be more, this could be less, however you want to set it up, right? If you want to go all the zip codes in a county, right? Just have all those in a list. And there's all sorts of public databases that would have that information here too. Do that search, we get back those search results. What Nintex RPA, what I've set it up to do then is to literally select all and copy and paste into Excel. So it pastes it into Excel. It does a little bit of cleanup on it to get rid of the extra images and the extra junk, so to speak, that we don't really need. So there's those first few rows with all those hyperlinks in them, deletes them all out like you just saw. Then it goes through and pulls down, in this case, the address, the broker, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, the price, the square footage, and it stores all that once it's done into a CSV, like I mentioned. In the case where the search results has multiple pages, it will go through each and every page. That first zip that we searched for had 2. This one only has 1 page. And I've set it up in a way that it can kind of figure that out and dynamically work through that. Oh yeah, and there are cases where it's like a lot for sale rather than a house or an apartment or a condo, right? Where if it's just a lot of land, there's not going to be bedroom, bathroom information in it, right? So I've set it up to skip over that and to find only the lot size. There are cases where there's no broker, so I've set it up to kind of recognize that and skip over that. So of course, varying different scenarios that could happen, and luckily with Nintex RPA, it's super easy to set up. As long as you can kind of put those variations in black or white, and figure out kind of that pattern for it. You can get in and set it up fairly easily with Nintex RPA. So once it gets through this one, we will take a look at the actual results. So it should finish up here in just a second, right? So this is the second page of 3. So on page 2 of 3, it'll go to the next page, copy, create a workbook, paste, delete all the images, and that's just Excel functionality there. Then it deletes all the rows at the top, goes through, scrapes it out, goes back to the Zillow homepage, and realizes there's no more zip codes to look for, So it closes everything out. Now, looking at the output here, this is everything we needed, right? You'll see there's some rows with missing bedroom bathroom information. That's because those are the lots, right? 2.5 acres, 0.3 acres, etc. There's one here with that missing broker information, right? And then, again, any other scenarios that might come up, maybe they don't, for some reason, have the square footage published. Setting it up to say if the square foot is missing, then skip over to the next data point, right? So quick, simple example there. Just wanted to get it out there. Hopefully that all makes sense, but happy to answer any other questions if not.